Dear brothers and sisters in Christ, as I stand in the Church of St. Joseph in Mandan, I am happy to share with you information for this year's God Share Appeal. This beautiful church is one of the 8 Catholic churches in our diocese named after St. Joseph. It was organized in 1879, over 145 years ago, as the first Catholic church in Mandan. At that time, there were no parish boundaries, and the priest took care of the faithful between Mandan and Glendive, Montana, 190 miles to the west. If you have never visited the Church of St. Joseph before, I encourage you to do so when it is convenient for you. It truly is an amazing and active parish. Whenever we step foot into historic churches in our diocese like St. Joseph, we can't help but be reminded of the rich history and strong abiding faith of our ancestors who paved the way for the vibrant parishes we have today. It's this hard work and generosity of our ancestors that has sustained our diocese and parishes for more than 115 years. Your continued support to the God Share Appeal will keep our diocese and parishes strong for the generations to come, just like our ancestors of the past did for us. Your deep faith has been instrumental in supporting the annual God Share Appeal, which funds all the educational, pastoral, and religious programs and services offered by the Bismarck Diocese.
This academic year, we have 13 seminarians studying in the seminary. The vocations office budget is over $700,000 and is one of the largest office budgets in the diocese. On average, it costs about $35,000 per year of formation for each seminarian. As of this time, all 13 seminarians will be returning to the seminary in August. Bishop Kagan has already accepted 5 more seminarians for the seminary this fall. Your support of the God Share Appeal will allow us to continue investing in our seminarians who will one day serve our parishes and provide us with the sacraments. Last June, Father Eric Arts and Father Ryan Martery were ordained to the priesthood for the Bismarck Diocese. Recently, these men gathered to talk about their seminarian formation and their lives as newly ordained priests.
The priesthood has been amazing. It's been a tremendous gift to be a priest. Every day of the priesthood is like God-given people to me, whether it's in confession or at Mass or college students or Hispanics or immigrants. I just see God working in that way of him giving people and entrusting people to me. Just as I've been entrusted to so many who have helped me, it's beautiful to see the people that God sends on your path. It's so beautiful to see the providence of every day and just how the schedule gets filled and the Lord provides. And so that's been an amazing part of the priesthood.
There's all these hundreds and thousands of people who I'll never meet, but I was just extremely grateful. And now being a priest, just receiving a solid formation from the seminaries we're sent to, I'm just deeply moved in the realization that I only see the tip of the iceberg of the people that form me, and they're really the main reason why I can be a priest in this diocese.
I just feel a lot of gratitude for the people in the Bismarck Diocese for their help through the God Share Appeal, because our formators, our bishop, our priests really invest in good formation for priests. And there's no greater work than to form good priests. Formation really makes a difference. When you have a good priest forming young guys, it makes a difference in the way that they react and interact with the faithful, in the way that they celebrate the Mass and celebrate the sacraments, in the way that they counsel. I'm just tremendously grateful for the seminary formation that I've received.
Once our seminarians are ordained to the priesthood, it is important that we continue to support them in their active years of ministry. One way this is done is through the good work of Monsignor Patrick Schumacher, who is the Diocesan Director of the Office of Continuing Education for Clergy. He is also the pastor of Corpus Christi Parish in Bismarck and chairman of the Light of Christ Catholic Schools Board of Directors.
The diocese has 73 active priests, having 22 ordinations since 2017. Our presbyterate has more than a 130% ordination rate, with an average age of 46. I'm 58, becoming an old guy. We have a very good presbyterate, and I've been fortunate to have been a part of it for 32 years. But we need to work together to remain sound, holy, and healthy for ourselves and for you, the faithful. The Office of Continuing Education for Clergy plans and prepares a complete and well-rounded program that addresses all the important dimensions of a priest: human, spiritual, intellectual, and pastoral formation. Your gifts to the annual God Share Appeal provide for an annual spring and fall clergy conference, where the presbyterate convenes with Bishop Kagan to learn from a national speaker on a variety of essential and timely topics to our work. Each priest is required to participate in an annual retreat. Your gifts to the annual God Share Appeal provide that, and provide for the new priest workshops, which are held twice a year under my direction. The new priest workshops are an ongoing, continuing formation program developed specifically for those priests in their first 5 years of priestly service to the Bismarck Diocese. Another extremely important program the Office of Continuing Education for Clergy coordinates is the sabbatical program. A sabbatical is an extended period of time away from the normal assignment of a priest under a planned and approved program of study and reflection for the purpose of strengthening his spiritual development. 2 priests per year participate in a sabbatical. All these programs of the Office of Continuing Education for Clergy are extremely important to the life of your priest. Thanks to you and your donations to the annual God Share Appeal, you are allowing all of our active priests to receive the necessary continued formation, education, and networking so that we can continue to effectively minister to you and your families. Please support this year's God Share Appeal as generously as you can.
Another very important program that is funded by your God Share Appeal donations is the care of our retired priests. Kathy Krebs serves as the coordinator of priest services and assists all our retired priests, no matter where they live in their retirement years, with whatever assistance they need.
As the coordinator of priest services for the Bismarck Diocese, I have the privilege of working alongside our 13 retired priests and helping take care of them. Our priests range in age from 72 to 95. Our senior priests are among the most treasured gifts in our diocese. While they no longer have administrative responsibility for a specific parish, they continue to minister in many ways. For example, they provide clergy coverage to celebrate Mass for priests who are on vacation or are sick. They hear confessions, and they visit nursing homes and hospitals. These dedicated servants of the Church have brought us the sacraments, counseled us when we have needed them the most for our lives, and have generally been our friends for more than 60 years. We have turned to them in times of great tragedy. We have invited them to join in celebrating our times of great joy, and we have asked them for their prayers for ourselves and our loved ones. Thanks to your continued support of God Share Appeal, we can carry out our mission and responsibility to offer pastoral care for our retired priests. As our retired priests continue to lead lives of active ministry, long after parish leadership, it is fitting and truly a blessing for us that we can care for their needs in their later years.
I am very grateful for you, as you have always been very generous with your prayers and financial support for me as your bishop. Last year was no exception, as we raised over $3,960,000, the most we have ever raised. Our 68th annual God Share Appeal is now upon us. Our theme this year is Serving One Another with Hope. In this Jubilee Year of Hope, we are reminded of the transformative power of hope that God brings into our lives. As Christian stewards, we know that every gift and blessing we have received is a gift from God. As baptized Catholics, one way we show our appreciation for God's blessings in our lives is by sharing those gifts and talents with others. You play a very important and necessary role in our diocesan family. I need you and your prayers and financial support to keep our church alive and vibrant to serve you and your loved ones for generations to come. We simply cannot continue to do the Lord's work without your support. Once again, I humbly ask for your prayers and financial support for this year's God Share Appeal. Please know that I have already increased my gift for this year, so I invite you to prayerfully consider increasing your gift from last year if possible. Thank you again for the many ways you support the Bismarck Diocese. Your donation shows your hope for the future of our Catholic faith in Western North Dakota. May God bless each of you and your family.